Okay, so I've been doing this full time for over 3 years now. I produce music, run a label, and make videos like this. And honestly, it still feels surreal. And so one of the questions I get all the time is, how do you keep going? How do you stay inspired to create? Which is why I want to dedicate this YouTube channel and my social media output more and more towards that question. So how do you keep going? How do you stay inspired to keep creating? Especially when some things seem to work out greater than others, or not at all. Like my music been streamed around like 90 million times at this point. My videos here on YouTube, not that great. Let's change that. So again, how do you keep going? How do you stay inspired to keep creating? It's definitely not because we're always motivated. I know I'm not. I get stuck. I overthink. I question everything all the time. But again and again, there's this one thing that keeps pulling me back. Variety. Let me explain. So here's the thing, doing creative work professionally often means doing the same stuff over and over again. Like in my case, I make chill beats because that's the one thing I want to see more of in the world. But if I would only do that, I would get bored. And boredom kills inspiration, like this. So I start switching it up. I'll work on a chill lo-fi beat on one day and then produce like an alternative pop song or a rap song the next day. Sometimes I film reels or videos like this one. All of that is still creative work. It's just different types of work, different angles, different rhythms, literally. And that brings me back again. It makes me appreciate the one thing that I do most. I get excited about that again. But yeah, maybe if you've noticed that too, you get like tired of doing the same thing over and over again, tired of like the same sounds. It's not because they're bad, it's because you've heard them too much and they don't inspire you anymore. It's not that you're uninspired per se, you're just getting too familiar with your own work because you are the artist, right? And that's when it's time to switch it up. Not everything, not the whole thing, but just something. Take a pause, do something different, get back to it, and it'll feel refreshing again. So it's literally just adding some variety into whatever you already do. I try to do the same thing when I make beats. I have like my specific go-to sounds and my specific go-to things that I do that I like, but then sometimes I try to go out of my way to not use the same sounds and presets and samples and all of that. For me, variety keeps things alive. It's like giving your brain a fresh challenge without starting from scratch. And that's honestly how I've managed to keep going all this time. How I've been able to do literally my passion as a full-time job for the last 3 years. So when I say job, I say job, not because it doesn't pay well, but because it doesn't feel like working. Like staying rooted in one thing, but finding different ways to explore it. Same tools, different angles. Same mission, new approach. So if any of this made sense to you and you've been feeling stuck lately, maybe try that. Literally, I had a moment like this very week where I felt like I can't make another lo-fi beat. And then I did something completely different. I tried like a new approach to making my own music, and I'm like excited again. So don't stop, just switch it up or zoom out completely, get a new perspective, make a completely like different genre, or if you're not a musician, make it completely different style of illustration or art or design, or don't stop, just switch it up. And hey, if you want to hear how I apply that to my music, I just dropped a new album called Swim. It's linked in the description if you're curious. And if you want to go deeper with this whole building a creative life thing, next up, I figured why not talk about how to turn your passion into an income. I think there's just one thing, everyone who wants to do anything creative as their job, there's just one thing you have to overcome. I had to do that too. So yeah, subscribe if we're vibing here. Much love. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.